Yes, it's another fantastic Wednesday morning and we are live on Osbc. Yes, it's the nations today and my name is David Ojo. I must let you know there are some commission and the system of Nigeria that are very germane to this country, and one of such is what we'll be talking about in today's edition of the nations today. Yes, we'll look at the 2023 census, the preparation, the perspective, and the challenges of the commission. Like I said, the importance of census cannot be overemphasized. A population census is at the center of every planning activities, and no meaningful development planning activities can be conducted without taking into account the population census data. And that's why we have a very special guest on our program this wonderful morning on the nation today. He is the commissioner representing Osun State for the National Population Commission. I have with me the distinguished Senator Mudashil Zain. You're welcome to the nation today.
Thank you very much.
Wow, it's been a while that I've been looking out for you to be on our show and to talk about the 2023 census. All right, let's talk about this census. What's the preparation so far?
Yeah, thank you, moderator. Good morning, viewer. Good morning, also, my dear state. That's a very important question. We have been doing these activities for a long time, since almost 2018. Because when you say the National Population Commission, it's not only head count. We have so many activities that involve survey, what have you.
Please, let's understand.
Okay. Yeah. You see, we have what we call demographic survey. The larger population of the country must be divided into smaller units. So that's why it will be very easier for those people who we are calling enumerator.
All right.
When they are ready to count the people of Nigeria. You see, we are ready because we have a serious and very various of trainings.
All right.
To enumerators, to supervisors, the field coordinators, those people who will man the affair of population. Because without that, we are not going nowhere. It's not like what we did in 2006 or before 2006. That one is what they call analog. But now we are digitalized. So under the leadership of the national chairman of NPC, you see, we are ready. So far so good, we are ready.
All right, talking about the readiness of the population census, talking about the commission. You just said something about 2006, and you said at that time, in fact, it was to some extent the first time the population was, the census was conducted, a population and housing census. And there are several stages involved, and you've highlighted some, and you said it's more or less like an analog. So what are you doing differently from what transpired in 2006?
What we are doing differently is device, technology, which is it was not available in 2006.
All right.
In 2006, if you recall, we have a kind of analog paperwork, but this one is paperless.
All right.
The device is not up to our laptop, just small laptop. We input every data on it. So that one, if we are using about 20-30 minutes during the time of we are using analog, but this time around it should be faster.
All right.
The 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you are done. If you are in a very specific household, about 20 people, of course, with the digital system, you can record them within 10 minutes. That's the most important thing. That's the most different between what we are going to do in 2023 and what they did in 2006. So we have digitalized every aspect of our activities.
All right, let's look at this commission, which is also germane anyway. INEC, before they used card reader, at the end of the day, they found out that card reader could not really solve the problem of Nigerians, and they went through the beavers. So can you tell us the device that you are going to use for this exercise?
See, the difference between our own digital system with the beavers, that the beavers of INEC is mainly for the voters. Where they capture your face, you thumbprint. But in case of what we are going to use, it's quite different. We are going to put the record. We ask you a question. What's your name? What's your age? Where are you from? Okay? Are you the owner of this house? And we put it. Fine. But we must see the person in person. You cannot say, we are 20 in this house.
All right.
You want to see those 20 people. The difference between our own device and the beavers is like we don't thumbprint. Okay? We don't take your picture.
Okay.
We are putting in all your data. When you are born, where you are born, what profession are you doing? That's all. It's quite different. And our own is what do you call it? A question of no network.
All right.
No network. No, it's out of field.
I would have loved if you have brought one of the devices down, so at least for us to just keep it.
No. If you want to see it, because we will start training on the 11th of this month, training all supervisors and enumerators.
All right.
And they'll be using our device. In fact, today we are starting those people who call special workforce.
All right.
They are dealing with computers.
Okay.
Okay. So we have been receiving devices, so many, about 100 plus, so that we will teach them how to use it, and we will practicalize it. It's not something hidden. It's quite different from the beavers. Yeah.
So we'll probably we'll let our reporters know when it's...
Yeah, exactly. So we invite media to come and see.
All right, there's this story making rounds that the population and housing says so, that you will not ask questions on religion and probably ethnicity.
No. We have been hearing such kind of rumors, and thank God, the Department of Public Affairs Department in Abuja have debunked those rumors that National Public Commissioner, we are not dealing with religion. Okay, we are dealing with personality, we are dealing with human being, not religion, not political affairs, no. Okay, those people who are stating that we're asking which religion are you practicing?
Christian or
No. In our questionnaire, there's no such question.
Why?
We are all Nigerians. We don't want to know how many Muslims are we. How many Christians are we? No. We are not concerned about that. Nigeria, we have freedom of whatever the religion you want to practice in this country. So national population is not concerned about your religion.
Well, let's look at the last count of this country called Nigeria. It's over 200 million. It's always over, no exact figure. Is that what we are going to experience in this?
Yeah, that is why, you see, in 2006, if you recall, there's no accurate figure.
Oh, yes.
All the estimates, we have been using from United Nations, okay, or Bureau of Statistics. Whereas MPC is the only commission that Constitution of Nigeria, as amended, allow to provide statistics in this country.
All right.
We are the only one.
Okay.
We'll find out. Okay? And with that statistic, accurate statistic, we cannot plan. National Ministry of Planning and Research, they always estimate. That's why we have problem in this country. We are estimating. That is why Mr. President Mohamed Buhari decided that before he leave the office, we must have an accurate and reliable census. So we've trained a lot of people, a lot of young youth, and I'll be training again.
All right.
The last training will be done by 11 for 12 days with the practical, because we want to differentiate the census of 2023 with the census they did in 2006.
All right.
Okay, we are ready for the job. We want to know the accuracy. This time around, this census will be the last one they are going to do. We will follow it by updating.
All right.
Okay, so that is why by the time we conduct this election, this census, of course, the federal government will ask Nigerians to stay at home. And moreover again, you will be counted where you live, where you reside. Okay?
All right.
So it's not a question that people will come from where they lived before and come and come. No.
I was about to ask you that question because looking at it, if, let's say for example, I work in Osun State and maybe my family is in Ibadan.
Okay.
And during the exercise, I had to travel to Ibadan. And probably, maybe when the exercise started, I've been counted by the enumerators on maybe the first or second day. And I had a course to travel to Ibadan. And I found them there as well. Won't they count me? What will show them that I've been counted in Osun State?
That's why we say the device is so meticulous, because you cannot lie. This time around, you don't need to travel at all. You'll be counted where you stay. Okay, it's quite different.
You know why I'm asking? Because you said no thumb printing. And these are some of the things that will identify an individual to show that, okay, you can double register.
Yeah.
There's this facial thing that the INEC used during the election.
Yes.
Do you understand? Is it that the thumbprint or they get it through your eyes?
Exactly.
What are you using to make sure that we won't have double registration this time around?
We are not using anything, but the device that we are using, okay, is encompassed. Everything is there. You cannot lie. When you register where you stay, and you go to another place, wherever they put your name, it will show. You register somewhere. That is it.
Well, you don't want to tell us the secret behind the device. No problem. We'll get to know it very soon. Just some few weeks before the census will commence. All right, let's talk about the budget.
Okay.
Some school of thought are saying that your budget is on the high side, like over 869 billion naira, about 1.88 billion dollars for 5 days.
For 5 days.
All right.
It's only for 5 days. You know, when we started here, I say we started this activity since 2018. We have been demarcating. We do survey. We do demographic survey. We've been training people. All this count.
But Nigerians are looking at...
You cannot budget, you cannot spend 800 billion naira for 5 days. How about? How could you...
Because
who does that?
Nigerians are looking at it that we are in the period of inflation to some extent. And if for a commission to have that kind of budget for his...
Let me tell you something. To conduct population in a nation like ours, even America, even Europe, it's very expensive.
You're just saying it's expensive.
Very expensive.
Let's know why it's so expensive.
Device, when we go for a technology, a digital, the device only, we are not manufacturing device in Nigeria, for God's sake. The device is brought from
don't we have competent engineers to do that?
No, of course. That's why federal government approved 60% and 40% for the local content. Okay, 60% for international one and 40% for local content. Okay, so all this count. And we have been doing it almost three years now. It's not easy. And this money is not given to NPC as a commission. The federal government are doing it by themselves.
And who's the federal government? Are you not part of it?
Well, that's a department who are in charge of this budget.
All right.
Okay? I'm not in charge of the budget. For me, is to give us an instruction and we implement.
All right, a lot of people are saying that when you look at, I keep, comparing your commission with INEC. Now, when you look at INEC, we'll say, oh, yes, there might be reruns, there might be litigations, and so many things. When your own part, no litigation, no rerun. So why that?
There's no rerun, but there's litigation. Of course, the people might want to go to court also that we have some charge also that our community is not up to that, or our community is more than that. And we are comparing our commission with the boundary commission. We are too different. Okay? But Nigerian people will not know that. They would like to litigate, to go to court and sue NPC. That alone is money. Because you have to hire the lawyer, the competent lawyer. Okay?
All right.
To go and defend our own cause too.
Are you telling me that the commission you don't have a lawyer to do that for
we have department.
And you pay them?
Of course, yes.
So why do you need more lawyers?
No. We don't have enough. And there's a limit where population can go. Okay? We will as well hire outsider to assist those people who are permanent staff of National Population Commission.
All right, we were talking about your device, and you just made mention of something that I feel we should discuss on this program. You said that there might be some litigation, and for your commission to envisage such, don't you think you need to breach that gap for such litigations not to come?
So there's no way you try your best, and we are human beings. We've seen, you have an experience during our tri-census. We have experience when we are demarcating all the communities. And there was an incident between two communities who are banded together. Okay? This one belongs to my community, and this one belongs to my community. There's no way you cannot experience such kind of things. Okay? So that's why we are ready. We will try our best to mitigate the problem, not to go to court. But hey, there's nothing you can do that to prevent those people not to.
So you are already envisaging that there's going to be a litigation at the end of the exercise?
There's no way. There's no way. Of course, yeah.
All right, if you're just joining us, we're talking with the distinguished Senator Mudashir Hussain. He's representing the Federal Commissioner representing Osun State for the National Population Commission. We're asking him questions about how the exercise will go, especially when the counting begins proper. Just like he said that there are so many things on the pipeline at the moment, so many trainings that are going on, and the enumerators and the rest training will also go on in the next few days, and we'll definitely see all this would transpire when the census comes into play. All right, let's look at 5 days for the exercise. What does it entail, those 5 days?
Yeah, you see, as I said earlier, 5 days is just the final one. We have been doing this activity, so many activities past from 2 years ago, okay? And in the 5 days, you know, we have, mind you, it's not only human beings that we are counting.
Counting houses?
Houses. The buildings. Now we have how many public buildings that we have in Nigeria, in every state, in every local government, which we don't have it before. Okay? Right. Now we have numbering of houses. We have done that before. And now to meet only head count. Those head counts will be done for 5 days. We are almost either over 200 million. We cannot do it in 2 or 3 days. That's why in Osho State we employ almost 17,000 youth to assist us in different local government.
And have you gone around to see what they've done so far?
Of course, yes.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah. You mean for the youth? Oh, of course, because we've done so many series of exercise. We have done first pre-test, second pre-test, and third pre-test. We have done it, and we are satisfied. So now, the head count, the training of supervisors and eliminators will commence on the 11th of this month. And throughout the local government, that's why we engage the indigene of each local government to reduce,
because they know the looks and cleaning of their environment.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So, and by that time again, we'll be going out to see how the trainers will perform. We are not leaving anything untouchable.
This thing just came into my mind when you talked about the counting. You said you're going to count houses as well. Are you going to count uncompleted buildings?
Yes. We are counting uncompleted buildings because today this building is there. Tomorrow it may be something must be done on it. So that is why we must count the uncompleted building.
But you know,
but we are going to differentiate it.
Okay.
This building is complete and this is incomplete building.
Okay.
The statistics will show us how many uncompleted buildings that we have during the exercise.
Okay.
And there's going to be a mop-up later.
I was about to ask that.
Okay.
Because looking at some even completed buildings, the town planners might come and say, this is, beg your pardon, this is a place where petrol stations should be sited, and because of that, this building must be destroyed. Fire incidents, this and that, and if you have counted such houses, how are we going to see an accurate counting, especially houses this time around?
Yeah, I don't think, even if you want to demolish a building, it's not a task of 1 day or 2 days. Okay, before you build a building, you must have an approval from the government. Okay, our job is not going to look that way. Our job is to see the physical building that is erected in that area, and we count it. If tomorrow we have default, that's the dispute between the owner of the building and the government.
Okay, still talking about it's getting interesting by the minute with you talking about the census and how Nigerians will be counted, and we want to see the exact figure of this country. All right, you know, I keep saying INEC and your commission. Now, there is a word that is, they use it mostly when we conduct election. And that word is called rigging. Oh yes. Now, we're looking at your own commission. Are we not going to see such during the exercise?
Let me tell you something. It's very, very difficult this time around. That's why I keep saying our own device is quite different from the beavers. Our device is very, very difficult to read. Very, very difficult to read. Because immediately that you are putting your data, it will go to the server. It will go to the server. It's not, our own is not a device where you collect it here and go to the collection center and before, no. We are not an electoral empire. Okay, immediately in the house in front of you, I'm asking your data, question everything. Immediately I'm putting the data inside. It will go straight. And that's a device. Even when the talks or privileged people, steal this thing from you,
all right, it
will go nowhere. Immediately, the tract will just block it. It's not going to be useful for you, neither for useful to the other people.
So let's look at, you said we're going to use 5 days for the actual exercise. But let's look at the first day. What does the first day entails? Or is the first day going to take the same shape with all the 5 days?
Of course, yes, because from first day to the 5th day,
all right,
it's counting.
Okay.
Nigeria is big. Okay, in terms of land, in terms of population. And inside the household alone, one household, Nigerians, some of our fathers have 3, 4, 5 wives. Before you do it, we are hoping that within that 5 days, everything will be completed. That's why we engage so many youth to reduce the delay that we have been experiencing in those years.
Yeah, you said when we were having a chat, you just said something that about 17,000 youth will be part of this exercise in Osun State. Yeah. Is that enough for a state like Osun State?
Of course, yes. Yeah, it will be enough.
What are the measures that you took to know that 17?
We call something EA.
Okay.
That is area demarcation.
All right.
We know each community. We know the EAs of each community. With that EAs, then we apportion the enumerators.
All right.
So we have done the survey already, and we know the accurate people that we are going to assign for each community.
We're asking you this because we want you to educate our viewers on how this thing will go, because a lot of people are a little bit skeptical and not too confident. Let me just use that word. But from your mouth, people will be confident about how the exercise will go, because a lot of people are saying that, are we that too sure that if they register me in Osun State and I had an opportunity to go to another state during the 5 days, would there not be problem? Just like you said,
there will be no problem, because first of all, the device that we are using. Well, I cannot disclose everything, but if you are registered in one place, you cannot go to other place and register again. The device will notify it. Immediately you put your name, it will show that you have been registered somewhere. So it will reject.
All right, let's look at this exercise, and let's look at it from another angle now. Okay. What's going to be the economic effect of Census of Nigeria?
A lot.
Tell us.
A lot, in the sense that it will be implemented by the Ministry of Planning and Research. This time around, they will have an accurate figure where they will be planned for each state in terms of resources, in terms of idea, and in terms of everything you can think of that develop the nation, develop the state and the local government. This time around, the accurate figure will help every, even the federal government and the state government, even including the local government. Where we are lacking before, this time around, it will improve our development, infrastructure development. And
probably it will not be a cheat on any state anymore.
I don't think so. No. We've already done what we think it will be very difficult for each state. We have done that.
All right. Let's look at the political effect of this exercise that you're going to do. How is it going to affect Nigeria politically?
Well,
in terms of size.
Yeah, I don't want to judge much on the political aspect of it because we not like Nigeria to perceive that our commission is a political entity. Yes, I'm a political head of the commission, where we have a state director that is a civil servant, is a non-political...
non-partisan?
Exactly, non-partisan, yes. And but let me just say, since you asked me that question, it will affect the nation politically.
How?
Because the population, the entire land, the entire state will know their figures, where they also can plan, where the federal government failed to do such thing in various states, they will correct it. So Bureau of Statistics are waiting for us. They are waiting the final of our population, of our census, so that they can refigure their own aspect of work, so that they can distribute equally. So with that our figure now, our final figure, they cannot do anything now. They'll be doing it as they used to do before. So they are waiting for us. Even INEC, they are waiting for our final statistic.
That means your commission is so important to Nigeria.
Very, very important. Very important.
All right. Before we go to issues and challenges that you must have faced, let's look at the prospect of this commission. What are we getting after the exercise?
As a commission?
Oh yeah.
Of course. The commission, if you fail, it means Nigeria has failed. For us, we are the engine room of the country. Any commission that deals with population all over the world are the engine of their various nations. Because with that statistic, there is nothing we can plan. Look at the COVID-19. One federal government want to, do an assistance to people. You see how difficulties they face? Unlike in America or France, where they have figure of each household. Here in Nigeria, we don't have figure of each household. That's why we have problem here and there. That's why we have in the compound we have so many food stock there without distributing because they don't know
who and who to give to.
That is why this commission is very important. And when we do it well. Honestly speaking, Nigeria will become something else again for the better. And I can assure Nigerians that.
Definitely Nigeria is going to be great again, and we're going to see what the commission will do to make this country great. All right, distinguished senator, there is no way the commission will tell Nigerians that there are no issues or challenges? What are the challenges that you're facing that you feel must be addressed even before the exercise?
Of course, we have challenges. Of course, there's no commission who does not have any challenges. But we met our challenges, honestly. We met our, when you say the 800 billion or something, then I laughed.
Well, that's the cry of the public. when you look at when you look at that figure,
yeah, it's either we do it or we don't do it, and Nigeria cannot be left out. If you want to do this thing, we must spend money, and Nigerians, most of Nigerians think that money will be given to National Police Commission direct. No. Like our trainees and trainers, their money is given to them by the Accountant General of the Federation. We know the figure, we know, but they will just inform us. Okay, that is why we said we have challenges. We have challenges of payment sometimes because of the huge, only Osun alone we have 17,000 people. In Kano or Lagos State, they have more than that. And this money, by one department at the Federal Commission, Accountant General Office in Abuja. And mind you, it's not only NPC that they are catered for. They are catered for many agencies like that. So that is the challenges that we are a country. But by the grace of God, we are doing it, and we will overcome them.
Yeah, you just said something which I just felt I need to ask you. You talk about Osun State, and you talk about Lagos, and you talk about Kano State with 44 local government. Yes, if like Lagos now, it's a combination of all the tribes in Nigeria, and if Lagos happens to have a very big population, I'm from Osun State. I live in Lagos. I work in Lagos. I registered in Lagos. The whole thing will be in Lagos, not in Osun State. Would that not be a disadvantage for some states, especially maybe Osun State? We have loads and loads of us in Lagos. You know. Would that not be a disadvantage?
No. Thank you for the question. In the form that we are producing,
okay, we
have the state of origin of each person.
Fantastic.
When you are Lagos and you're from Osun, you write it down. They will put it. I'm from Osun. Of course, automatically it will be recorded to Osun. So that's the ambiguity on it. We plan it and we are ready to go. Yeah.
And that's the reason why I said you need to let the public know.
You see, you don't need to travel from where you stay. The enumerator will come to your doorstep and ask you your name, your state of origin, and you'll be recorded as such. So there's no difficulty in it at all. So you don't need to say, oh, I'm going to Osun to register myself. No. Even the people that in abroad, you have embassy there.
Are you making provision for people in diaspora?
We are thinking about it.
Okay.
We are thinking about it. But I'm just saying, if at all, if that thing is approved by the federal government, the embassy is there, the form will be given to them, and they'll be recorded accordingly.
Another fund will be earmarked for that as well.
Oh, well, not now. Not now. We are dealing with what we are doing in the country.
All right, you just said that one of your challenges it's the money factor, how to get funds to those that are, assisting the commission, especially during the exercise. Apart from the financial aspect, what other areas are you facing challenges?
Again, the accommodation. Well, I think the accommodation, the federal government is doing something about it, and the state government also have approved the commission that they will assist, because if you do well, it will help the state. There's no way, because they are waiting for us. They are waiting for our figure, the accurate figure. So that is why this exercise is all of us will be involved. All of us will be involved. both the local government, both the state government. He said, and I commend the state government that when we pay the courtesy call to His Excellency Senator Governor Isiaka Jackson Adeleke.
All right.
He received us and he was very happy that this thing will be done by on his own tenure. He was happy and he has promised the commission that the government will do whatever the assistance they can render to us. That's word alone, at least, is blighting our mind.
Distinguished Senator Mudashir Hussein, it's always nice having a chat with you, especially when it comes to issues concerning the nation and especially your commission. But before we let you go on the program today, your final word to the public.
Thank you. We need your cooperation. We have been doing these activities since almost two and a half years, and we are getting to the final one. And it's time you see our enumerator with the ID card. Please attend to them. It's good for you, it's good for our nation, and it's good for our state. As a nation, we need accurate and reliable census. Because without accurate census, federal government cannot plan for us. This time around, we need your assistance. Thank you very much.
All right, just like the distinguished Senator Mudashir Hussein, that is representing Osun State at the Commission, is giving us an advice that we need to cooperate with the Commission to make the exercise an age-free one. And I want to tell you that the distinguished Senator did not come alone to the studio. He came with his State Director of the Commission in Osun State. We have the State Director, Mr. Weye Olawale Martins. He's here in the studios giving the distinguished Senator so many things even to add to what it's saying. And we also have the State Accountant in his entourage this wonderful morning, Mrs. Fadele Debanke Omolola. She's with the distinguished Senator at this program. I want to say a big thank you once again, Senator Hussein, for being part of this show. All right, we just have to say a very big thank you to the producer of this program, Akinola Olabi, for making this program possible every Wednesday morning like this. Like I said, we need to do what we need to do to make sure that this exercise, talking about census 2023, becomes a reality. My name is David Ojo, and when we come your way next week, we'll bring in you another important personality on the nation today. From me, it's bye for now.
Hello viewers, welcome to your darling station Osbc. Come enjoy a rich menu of programs